I know you come from a heritage of of a military past, and people in your family have been in the military before. But what attracted you to the military?
Yeah, well, when Mum in South Africa said, we are all going back to England now that Granny has died, and you lot had better learn to speak proper, not South African sort of thing. And so we arrived back, 11 years old, went to school. My standard was not due to African standard, but it was lower than the standard that was going on in the UK at the time. And I knew from very early on, Dad had been killed before I was born, but Mum brought me up on stories about him commanding the Royal Scots Greys Tank Regiment at the Battle of Alamein, wounded 5 times, made a big difference with the landings of Salerno at the bottom of Italy, and unfortunately trod on a mine just before they freed Naples. So he was dead and gone. And basically, I thought he was the greatest thing since sliced cake. I really wanted to be like my dad in that he commanded this great Scottish cavalry regiment. I wanted to do that. In his day, you could become a colonel of a regiment without going to Sandhurst and getting a regular commission. In my day, they'd changed from horses to 60-ton tanks, and you had to go to Sandhurst if you were going to stand a chance. To go to Sandhurst, you needed things called A-levels. And I tried really, really hard. I got sent to Winchester College because my family you get in free. But then there were so many Fienneses that they changed the rules. And you only got in free if you got the top level of entrance exam, which I didn't do. And therefore I had to go to somewhere that would take stupid people. So I went to Eton. And basically there, I tried very hard to get A-levels, and by the time I was 17, my teachers told my mum, if he stays, he'll never get his A-levels. You must go to a crammer, a specialist crammer who teaches languages, which is the only thing I could do, in Brighton. I went there, and they knew that if you went there, you got your A-levels. And I'm very apologetic that I broke their rules and was sent to a very special place, but it was in the 1960s and they were all wearing mini skirts. So concentration was not possible. Therefore, I failed the A-levels twice, couldn't go to Sandhurst, and I had to go to Mons Cadet School instead, which is much lower on the ladder. And I spent a long time there and eventually did get into the cadet school and joined the regiment, my father's regiment, as I wanted to, in Germany, waiting for the Soviet army to attack. And that was what, at that stage, I thought I might still make it to colonel.